Have you got drinks? Can I have some water, please? Water's fine.
Just water.
Thank you.
Water is essential for life, but often we take it for granted. It's all around us. Water makes up 50 to 60% of the human body. We can survive for weeks without food, only days without water. Our bodies lose 2 litres each day, more when we're active. Health professionals recommend we drink the equivalent of at least 8 glasses daily. The British Water Cooler Association is made up of member companies who are bottlers, distributors and suppliers to these companies. Water is classified as a food product, with the stringent controls on quality that this implies. Bottled or dispensed mains water are safe options. BWCA members bringing hydration when and where needed. Just water it may be, but at every stage of production and distribution, both the water and the member companies supplying it have to meet the high standards set by the BWCA. BWCA member companies undergo annual inspection audits. At every stage, the water is subjected to careful chemical and microbiological examinations. We'll follow the journey that the water makes from aquifer to customer, in order to see how the BWCA protects members' interests by concentrating on the customer's needs. Let's look at a bottling location, built right over the water source. The bottling plant is a food production unit, registered and inspected by the Environmental Health Authority. Very strong and made of food-grade polycarbonate, the bottles are ecologically friendly and will be reused on average 50 times. The bottles have to meet rigorous standards prior to refilling. Then washing and disinfection starts. The bottles are filled in a clean room environment. Pure water and pristine bottles now meet. Tamper-proof caps are stamped with the date of production, batch information and a use-by date. The staff must pay close attention at all times. A qualified manager has to be present during production. All staff must have job-specific training. Well-organised transport plays an important part in reducing journeys and cutting wasted food miles. Trucks used by BWCA members have to be dedicated to water transport only. The same applies to the storage of water, out of the sun, protected from pests, and in areas used solely for the storage of bottled water. The BWCA organises job-specific mandatory training at every level. Training is undertaken at the start of a job and also throughout a career. Detailed training records are kept for employees. BWCA members have agreed a high standard of supply, delivery and dispensing water, setting them apart from others in the industry. The water coolers destined for customers' premises are prepared in clean rooms. All parts are thoroughly disinfected before use. The coolers are given a 20-point inspection, including electrical testing. This is followed by full sanitisation of all water contacting surfaces. Customers are serviced to an agreed rota.
I wonder if I could order some extra
Schedules
water.
depend on water consumption,
Yep, we've been getting
with
to
allowance
quite a bit
made
of
for
hot
special
weather.
needs, such as school
Of course, can I have
terms,
your account
night
number,
working, or unexpected demands.
And can you put
Safe water is something that we owe to ourselves, and employers are bound by UK health and safety directives to make safe water available. An important part of meeting this responsibility starts with the BWCA member company. BWCA members are committed to health and safety, personal hygiene and cooler and product hygiene. Advice is given on where to locate the cooler, how to lift and replace new bottles safely and without strain, and where best to keep the spare bottles. The cooler must be treated like any other food dispensing unit. Every 3 months, there's a scheduled visit by the mandatory BWCA sanitisation service. The cooler is partly dismantled, thoroughly disinfected and then reassembled, all to the BWCA Code of Practice requirements. This is a plumbed-in, or POU cooler. It's plumbed directly to the mains drinking water supply. A separate BWCA Code of Practice controls the way in which members install, maintain and service these mains water coolers, all to the same high standards as bottled water coolers. Their popularity is especially in areas that have restricted access and high demand, such as large offices occupying many floors, airports and hospitals, anywhere that delivery and storage of bottles is a problem. BWCA members undertake WRAS-approved training to ensure that regulations are met and customers receive the very best service. BWCA members include those companies who supply equipment and services required by the bottlers and cooler distributors. They too are subjected to annual auditing inspection and a requirement for staff to be trained in the safe and hygienic storage of their products. Water is naturally a colourless liquid that can nevertheless be mixed with other colourless but harmful liquids. We must take much on trust, as in life generally. So who can we trust? And how can we know? The answer for the customer for water in the United Kingdom is the BWCA Seal of Approval. It gives peace of mind about safety and quality. And for the bottler and distributor of water, why do companies join the BWCA?
We do take quality control very seriously, and it does add a lot of value to our clients. A lot of our clients insist on it.
So to wrap up, why should customers choose a BWCA member as their water cooler supplier? Water is a food product. Hygiene and safety are essential. Strict guidelines must be followed. BWCA members adhere to strict codes of practice, must pass independently audited annual inspections, and employ qualified service personnel. BWCA members must follow recycling guidelines for coolers, bottles, cups and packaging. And remember, the bottles are returned and recycled many times. BWCA members, ensuring that customers receive a product of unimpeachable and excellent quality.